Why, hello there. I'm the young conductor. After Thomas passes by his shed, he stops to notice something's different. A fourth shed. A fourth shed, Thomas says? But that can't be. There's only three of us. Me, Percy, and Sir Handel. What's going on here? Then, Thomas realizes he's late to go pick up his cargo, so he heads off straight to the airport. The airport, he spots Percy waiting right there. So, as soon as he grabs his cargo, he decides to ask Percy why is there a fourth shed. Percy, why is there a fourth shed? Beats me, Thomas. Heard there's a new engine coming though. Really? Well, that's quite interesting. I'm off to deliver this cargo back to the shed anyway. So, as Thomas quickly heads there, he heads straight to the bridge. But he notices something up ahead. The bridge is derailed. But as soon as he got there, it was two-way and he crashed right in front of it. Oh, cinders and ashes, Thomas says. Please help, please help. Then a loud whistle blows by. Huh? Then, after the big whistle, a big engine rushes all the way to Thomas, keeps yelling out, I'm coming to help, I'm coming to help. Then, as soon as he locks onto Thomas, he uses all of his strength to pull Thomas. Then, successfully, he does get him out of the situation and back on track. Oh, thank you so much, stranger. Who are you, by the way? I'm Hiro. I just got sent here today, and I heard you. I decided to help. Thank you very much, Hiro. Then, Thomas heads back to the shed to drop it off. Then, Hiro decides to tag along with Thomas, and both head straight back to the airport. Then, all the engines welcome Hiro at the airport, calling him a hero. Hip hip hooray! Then, all the engines started blowing their whistles to honor Hiro's welcome, including Percy. Then, flattered, Hiro does the same thing as well, blowing his big loud whistle in front of everyone. After the celebration, Thomas decides to show Hiro around the island, when suddenly both of them spot Sir Handel, not moving an inch. So, out of concern, both Thomas and Hiro stop in front of him to see what was wrong. Everything okay? Said Hiro. Oh, it appears I broke down in front of the road, and I have to wait until maintenance gets me. Well, maybe you don't have to wait. Maybe I could take you back all the way to the shed to get you fixed up. Really? Says Sir Handel. But I'm just dead weight. I'll slow you down. Nonsense. I'm a big engine. I'm built for things like this. Then, as Hiro was in the same rail as Sir Handel, he uses all of his might to push him back into the station. Thank you, says Sir Handel. Then, later that night, Percy finally settles in after a long day, while everyone else was waiting for Percy to arrive. Wow, Hiro, you must be really strong, said Percy. Yes, that makes you quite the hero, doesn't it? Said Thomas, as both Percy and Thomas laughed at the same time. Then Hiro realizes what a first impression he made, to be really useful and to stay on the island to help others out.